When you realize your mic has been off for 2 hours. Okay, my mic has been off for 2 hours on the red platform. We hit 42K. Hey Coffee, thank you for liking the live. We just hit 42,000 likes. And if you don't see, this is trash. 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 So you have 3 charts that still have a liquidity void. It's lacking. There's no offering of price from this candle to this candle. It looks even better on the 15-second. From this candle to this candle, we came up into it, but the bodies are staying low, right? It's still wanting to. It's going to still want to come and fill in this, but it does not have to right this second. You have to wait and monitor. KM, good morning. Popping in and out, in and out, in and out. Just, at least she's liking the stream. Thank you, Coffee. Yeah, those charts were looking a lot better before I had to go get ready. Yeah, like this, I mean, it's doing the thing. I could have been profitable this morning based off of my trade right here. Going from this high of the turquoise shaded box. Let's do some math. Bam to bam. That was 51 points. So I would have hit 2 targets, and then it would have smacked down on me right here, but I was talking it out that I would have moved my stop loss on this candle. Gosh almighty, I just moved a box. I didn't lock it. Okay, this is real cute. I'm just trying to touch the ruler. There we go. Are you freaking kidding me? What did I just delete? I hate Ninja Trader, guys. Not a user-friendly platform, but yes, so this candle right here was my defining point of like, okay, I have to start, I must move my stop loss. So it would have come and got me right here to break even, but I would have already taken 2 profits, so that would have been about $300, $350 right there. But again, we're just talking it out. The whole purpose of Take Read It Tuesday is to get me in sync with what the market is doing. Good morning, guys. How are we feeling? We are watching the micro NASDAQ and how he be painting. Good morning. Coffee, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, on the 1 minute we have a closer below the first presented fair value gap. I'm still not convinced that we're gonna break through. But the fact that we have a liquidity void and that big jolt of manipulation, that takes me out, guys. It does not point me in either direction, to be honest. Coffee, thank you for those Go Populars. K-Money. we're about halfway through the painting of this 15-minute candle and the 5-minute candle. There's still a liquidity void at about 365. So my thought process is, if it leaves that liquidity void, then it's showing that it's heavy today. Or, yeah, it's heavy today and it's going to want to drop. Doesn't mean that it's not going to hit that 365 right now, but it does not have to. I'm the type of trader, I want to see this. It's logic statements, guys, just like the algorithm does. If this, then that, right? Hey, Justin, he is back. Good morning, Justin. And now we got a closure above the first percent of everybody got. So it's staying efficient, not my cup of tea. I don't like efficient markets, and that's a lot of the characteristics that you get. It's somewhat still inefficient because it's leaving the liquidity void. But for some reason, I'm not trusting that this morning. Sitting on hands. I don't know what I did to my YouTube. Oh, I shouldn't say that word. I'm gonna try to fix it. Let me see. Nope. It's just absolute not working. Okay, so the close of this 5-minute is 327.50 open, 327.50. I'd like it to rebalance down to this candle's open price, 327.50. It's not going to leave that flat, but we're stuck between a rock and a hard place on this one, where you have a liquidity void above and a flat bottom below on this 5-minute with an inside candle. I'm feeling like it's going to hit that void before it hits that low. On the 15-second, we did get a flat top annihilated. Thank you for liking the live, Justin. I appreciate you. Have you taken any trades today? Today's kind of a lame news day. I saw that Trump was speaking earlier, and that kind of put the brakes on, you know what I mean? I don't like to, whenever he speaks, I'm like, oh gosh. There's just no telling what's going to go on. And the fact that there's that big old liquidity void, I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I avoid trading with Trump talking, I'll tell you that. Um, I'll tell you, he sends out a tweet and the market will respond to that tweet. And it really doesn't have any kind of sense to it. And so that's why the brakes are on. Oh god, y'all, it froze. Oh no, it didn't. Do you see the 1 minute? It hasn't changed yet. That is still zeros across the board. It's interesting. Either there's a cloud over my satellite or there's a lot of data coming into the market. I mean, my music is playing, so I don't understand why my charts aren't. We're gonna go reload all historical data and see what in the hell is going on. We gotta disconnect and reconnect, guys. Give me 1 moment. You know, I wish Starlink worked a little bit better for me, but it is what it is. Oh, I just realized I didn't reconnect. Oh, it's not wanting to reconnect. Okay, that's cute. Well, if it doesn't want to reconnect, there we go. Okay. Okay, 444 likes. That's incredible, guys. And we're in the top 10% of D3. That is what is up. Let's leave it there for good luck, you know? Sometimes you need a little good luck in order to cash out, you know what I mean? It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Oh, guys, let me just tell you. Hey, angel numbers definitely sprinkled a little extra magic. 100%. 100%. Okay, so I was just exhausting myself of, here we go again, price is just tiptoeing. I'm going to tell you what, this is what makes the market so difficult for newbies, you know, knowing when to pull the trigger. And for me, it's been frustrating to not pull the trigger, but like on my live accounts to make actual cash. But I'm holding myself accountable to it. And these tight ranges of coming back on to previous lows and not really being directionally driven. I cannot wait for September, October. You know what I mean? We might be getting some of that volatility coming in this month, but Right now, I think that it's going to just be a. I mean, it could revisit the lows back down to that 22,800 level, but I don't know. It could go either way. I mean, that's a 500-point drop if it wants to do that, so I don't want to hold solid on that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't wait for the season to be on the up and see some trades in action for real. I know it, man. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm holding myself to really only trying to find those trades that make sense and that I have probabilities on my side. And those are far and few between, you know what I mean? And so what I'm seeing now is an example of continuation. We showed that we were heavy, and now we're displacing. We've got 2 minutes on that 5. Yeah, I need to find an example of a really, really good day. And this is just for you, K-Money. But just to show you an example of a really good day, where it's just low resistance and it's just a beautiful day. But again, those are far and few between. Like if it was an easy day every day, I mean, we would all be freaking living up life, you know what I'm saying? And so the market provides that for us, but we just have to know when to engage. There you go. Touching on that heaviness. But like I said, in summer trading, I don't trust those moves, so I wouldn't want to get down or get in while it's down already. Like, I don't want to chase that short whenever we're so extended. Yes, there are places for the market to want to grow to, but right now we're just covering up the closing price of yesterday. That's all that we've done. We've come down to the low of yesterday. The close of yesterday, which is about right here. Oh, you cannot see that, of course. This is about around the closing of yesterday. And so we've already overlapped that. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, it could go either way. I have a small inefficiency on the 1. Inside candle to get us back to the first presented fair value. Yep. Now that first presented was a buy side, so that was the first directional push, and we've already overtopped that. So this is getting into some crappy conditions. We got a 10-10 swing high right here. Yep. And then it immediately tumbled over that. Hey! Oh, my bad. Hey, bestie. Good morning. She said, Big Bumble. She said, Big Bumble. Good morning, girl. We are checking out the charts on Tape Read It Tuesday. Just reading, kind of explaining logic of what I want to see, what I don't want to see, and then talking out where I would enter, where I would get stopped out, where I would move my stop, that kind of thing, where I would start to take profits. It has been a beautiful day. It has been a beautiful day. I have fortunately been able to wake up early, get my mindset right on the day, get my streams set up and live, and so far so good. How was your day? You don't know how to work what? Your lives? Oh, okay, yes. It is a whole process to try and figure out all these little buttons and this and that, but you're just gonna play around with it. Oh, you don't have 50? Girl, we gotta get you some followers. Yes, you've got 19, so you're 31 away. I'll show your profile out after this. Let me write you. Hey, beautiful soul. Good morning. Thank you for those Go Populars and your check-in with me. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Oh, and region level 3. Yeah, Bumble, let me write your name down so that... Oh, ow, my ankle. That way I have your information and I will share you out to all my people. Guys, snatch her up. We need to get her to 50 so she can join in on this fun live. One big Bumble. Yes, snatch her up. She's a real one. Thank you, Jesus. I appreciate you. Beautiful soul, thank you for liking the stream and sending your love this morning. I am feeling it. I'm feeling your beautiful soul. Yes, ma'am. Again, we are just reading the charts, checking it out, seeing if there's anything that I could have really been a part of. So far, we only have one trade that would have worked out for the most part. We're looking at this first buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, so it hadn't offered sell side. There's no black candles in this area, right? That's showing us a direction, and that entrance could have been at the high. It gave you that perfectly no lower low, right on the money from this candle's open price of 346 and a quarter. That low is 346. It came one tick below. Let me zoom in. So it came one tick. That is 50 cents of drawdown. So I risked $20 in my trade. I would have only been down 50 cents if I entered in at this price at the very high of this box. And then I would note that there's a volume imbalance, right? So from that entrance to the extension of what it did is a little over 50 points. My first target is 25 points, smashed it. And then my second target is 50 points, smashed it. And then it started to reverse. Whenever I saw this, I was speaking on live that at that point I would have moved my stop loss, which would be down here. Okay, that would be losing money down here. I would have moved it to this break even so that whenever it came down here, it would have gotten me out. Okay, now it would have probably been slippage, to be honest. Do you see how big that is? Slippage is where it hits your stop loss, but it takes you out down here below it. Okay, so that is a little risky. But the good thing is we would have hit 2 targets already. And my third target would be up here in the 75 point range. If you have a bio and make your profile public, people will connect with you more. Oh, you're not public? Yeah, Bumble, you've got to get that. I have a lot of views with no followers, so I changed it, but accepted. Think you will do now. Good, yeah, make those connections and we help each other, right? That's what we have to be in here for each other. You've been on for a month? Girl, we gotta find you a GROW room. There are a lot, and actually you could go to, you can go to Beautiful Souls live. She has a great live. Okay, she will put you on the spot. On the spotlight. Megan, thank you for coming in. Now, Bumble, I don't know if you're into that. You may be wanting to go for the more organic push. But I will tell you, it is great to have a supportive community that you build for yourself on this to really find that community that'll have your back, you know. All right, We are seeing a retracement. So let me go to a daily really quick. I want to see. We were talking about that 800 level. Are we going to see that today? I don't know. But the fact that we have a volume imbalance right here, I don't see it wanting to leave that open. So in other words, this open price, then trade down, it's wanting to cover up the difference between this closing green candle up here. This is the closing price, and this is the open price. That difference right there, it's not going to want to leave that open. So in other words, I don't think that this close is going to go up here. It can, 100%. But just from, tape reading, we're talking out the logic, I would think it's going to want to stay in this range and retest this midway point of the candle, of this potential bearish order block. Okay. See how this candle right here has a volume imbalance? It didn't want to leave that. It came right back into it. And then is leaving from there. So something that I talk about a lot is volume imbalances are a forgiving PD array. A PD array is a premium, which is a high price, or a discount. PDA, premium discount arrays. So it's going to use a premium to go short from. This is a premium. I mean, look at this. That's way up there, babe, compared to down here. If it was, it literally cannot drop more than 8%, I think, in a day, or else they'll shut down the market. But let's just have fun with this. So from that April low to where we are now is 7,000 and over 7,000 points. You do 7,000 times 2, and you hold on to that contract, which you couldn't. Okay, you cannot hold on because contracts expire. However, in a perfect world, right, just for funsies, if you were to get in at the low down here in April and hold on to now, if that was a possibility, you're cooking with some freaking bank. If you just put in one micro contract and were able to hold off all the way until today, or even the recent high, that is $14,000 in a couple months. That's on one contract that you risk. I don't know what you would do. We're hypothetical here, babe. Anyway, that's pretty chill. But again, just looking at that, that tells me we are in a premium. Okay, smart money does not spend money on just anything. They have to have rules. Like, I'm not going to overpay for something. I'm going to find a discount. If I want to buy it, I want it to come down to buy it. Okay, and if it's something that's a premium, I'm going to want to sell a premium to someone that wants to buy it from me later. And that's what this PD array system is built around. And you find that from going from the high to the low of a range, and 50% in that mean threshold. Anything above 50% is your premium. Do you see how that volume imbalance is technically in a premium? And anything below that position is where you're wanting to buy. That doesn't mean I'm going to buy just because it's right below it. No, this is a higher time frame, okay? And it can sit right here and just do nothing. Okay, and I'm going to tell you what, that's more likely than not. Okay, we are at 9:30. We're making lower lows. This is August 4th afternoon. So yesterday's afternoon PM session, we're retesting that area. We may be wanting to reach down for the first presented fair value gap of yesterday. So I'm going to extend this out to the 14th. Okay. And we get that 23.1, which is in alignment with going into our daily's midway point from the previous day's midway point. And we didn't make a lower low yesterday. So, oof. Much to be revealed. Hey, thank you for following, Joey. I thought we already were. I thought we were already following. Well, I know I had you followed. Thank you for being that title gifter, man. Let's see where you are. Number 3 gifter. What'd you send? It did not notice. Whoa, I'm missing some chats, guys. I was for a month now. 200 viewers on my page, but no interaction. I hate that. I feel like I'm being stalked. You know what? What I do, if you're still in here, I'm going to tell you what I do. Oh. And you're nodding. Joey, thank you for the gift. I appreciate you, bud. Hey, Dominique. Thank you for coming in. I see you. I appreciate the comment. Good morning. Good morning, Cynthia. Thank you for liking the stream. We are almost at 45,000 likes, guys. Can we get to 45,000? That would be incredible if you like that stream for me. Share it out to your friends. It helps people understand and the algorithm to find me more people that want this information, guys. I'm doing this for free, and you don't have to follow along with me. I am just sharing my insight on the market. Today is Tape Read It Tuesday, and I am explaining what I want to see in the market. If I don't get the green light, I sit on my hands. And so far we've had one discussion of a bomb. We're seeing that the market's wanting to retrace down into previous day's range. And we are 200 away from 45K. So we're working down into some 5-minute and 15-minute imbalances from the previous day session, so that's looking pretty heavy, right? We had a good closure, and we're developing a 15-minute SIBI. We just got a new 5-minute closure, so this is going to be considered a bearish order block. Bearish means that the market's going down. Bullish means that the market's going up. I do not see anything that's telling me that the market's going to just boom up and make a new all-time high right this second, right? And these are things that we have to find in the charts on our own. How to read that chart and say, hey, it's going to do this next. I have probabilities on my side. I've monitored the market and have developed a set of data points that repeat themselves. Okay, and so this is what I'm doing, just talking it out, showing that this is something that you can do on your own. Alright, so we waited for that first minute of the 5-minute candle. So far it's still showing that it's heavy. What I would like to do, what I'd like to see is it want to rebalance to this bullish order block's opening price. Let me move this one over. My computer's in the way, sorry guys. Caitlin, thank you for coming in, babe. How are we doing this morning? How are you doing? Thank you for your. Ooh, almost. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. Sounds good. When do you go live again? Like, do you have a set schedule? I am live Monday through Friday, 7 to 10:30 Central Standard Time. I am in Texas, if you couldn't tell. You have a happy Tuesday too, Caitlin. Ooh. You got this, babe. You have got this. You tear them up. Okay, so we're in the halfway point of the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 1-minute by default. So far, we are running low, run on liquidity. We are running on previous day liquidity. I would be looking for the first presented fair value gap, guys, of yesterday. So again, that was that, forgot, 150-ish level. Oh Lord, that is a good 50, 60, 70, 80 points away. Don't jump in. You need to have confirmations and whatnot, but so far, looking at a 5-minute, we have a liquidity void, which is huge. A liquidity void is huge. Even if it's small, it is impactful. Okay? Obviously, you see what direction. Now, the next thing that I'm looking at of concern is the fact that there are no inefficiencies. Okay? We're on the last minute of this 5-minute candle. We're on the last minute of this 5-minute candle, and we may finally get that sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, but we have to wait. It's the hard part, right? So I included the volume imbalance between these two candles inside of my sell side imbalance. You have to add that. You cannot just go from this candle's high to this candle's low. Okay, it has to include the volume imbalance. That is data that the algorithm will refer to. Mama Kill, good morning. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. It really helps. We are so close to 45,000 likes, guys. We're so close. We are 200 away. Okay, I'm going to monitor this close at 3,375, this open at 3,350. So we do not have an inside candle. This one's lower opening price. It kind of guides us into thinking if it does touch into consequent encroachment of this inefficiency, which is a 5-minute. Let me go ahead and put a different color. I have this labeled 5 minutes. Okay, see how that just turned yellow? I want to see it rebalance to the midway point and not much above. Okay, and what I'll do is break it down on a 1-minute, because that inefficiency is still there. It's just from the 5-minute, and I'm looking at it through the lens of a 1-minute. Okay, now what I do not want to see is this high be violated. So far it is respecting it. If it is going to be a good solid draw, that's what I want to see. I don't want this intermediate term high to be taken. Let me see. Hello, thank you for chatting it up with us. Thank you for being that number 3 title gifter. How are we, Miss Mama Kel? Oh, you about to go live. There you go. So, like I was explaining, you do not want to see that high taken, and it didn't. So here we go. We are still looking for that run to previous days, consequent encroachment of this inefficiency. So we are working our way downtown. Could be getting a good solid breakaway to go. We are 8 minutes away from the macro, so it's pretty favorable, guys. I'm gonna go use the potty. I'll be right back. Hey! Is anybody there? Can you hear me? Okay, looks like a low resistance still. A low resistance still going downtown, baby. Okay, 3 seconds on that clock. We're gonna see monitor. We're on the 1 minute here. Should be getting a good push down to that low. We're coming in on a 15-minute closure, and we have real solid heaviness. That's beautiful. We want to see this solid heaviness. We're coming in on 10:45. Again, we're not looking in to just jump in. Stick to money. Yes, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know. No bio. Gotcha. Good morning, guys. How are we feeling? We are watching the market. Feel free to tap that screen. We are trying to hit 45,000 likes on this stream. We are at 44.8. Can you help me do it? Trying to hit those GOALS. And we gonna do it today. Okay, we are coming in on that that middle point of previous day. That is good. Oh I'm literally just trying to tap the screen. I think I just sent an invite. Oh well, we'll see. Yep. So we got to get it in rebalance, and now I would love to see some heaviness. Looks like on a 15-minute we got a breakaway. That would be what I want to see. We are at about 13 minutes away from the 11 a.m. This is a time of reversal territory where the market really can reverse because of London close. Settlement, capitulation. Capitulation just basically means that funds or private equities are closing their positions or adjusting where they are in the day and with what the market is doing, maintaining that. And here we go. Returning back into that first presented fair value gap of yesterday. This is the first return, so I do want to monitor not entering in on any more shorts since we've hit that position. What I'd be looking for, since time is an element coming into play, since we're 10 minutes, well technically we are 1.5 minutes away from a macro. Okay, so what does a macro do? It looks for inefficiencies, which would be something like this blue shaded box, or liquidity, which would be something like these highs. Guys, we are in the top 6% of League D4. I need 4 fragments to get to D3. We've already leveled up today. I appreciate all the support and love. We are leveling up like a madman today. Okay, we're getting that 5-minute close. We're going to wait 1 minute to see where the draw is. Okay, I like to think of these moments as a little bit of a manipulation. Let it rebalance on this 1 minute. Guys, we are so close to that 45,000 like point. Will you help me get there? Good morning, Jesus, I praise. Lizzie be clucking. That's funny. Good morning, guys. We are watching the NASDAQ, micro NASDAQ. Tape read it Tuesday. We're watching the charts, discussing what's happening next, what I want to see, what I don't want to see. Discussing where the draw on liquidity is. Where is this bad boy trying to go? And I'm just sharing my opinions. I always look at opinions like toilet paper. We all got it. We all have to use it. Doesn't mean we have to share it, right? I like to share. It helps me with my process of learning how to read this market and watch these candles print. And this is a great process for anyone to go through. It's low barrier to entrance. It's free to say, hey, this is what I see happening, and if it doesn't happen, you get to learn from that, right? And so that's what we're doing today with Take Read It Tuesday. How are we doing? Hey K1, I appreciate you coming by. If you don't mind helping me hit that 45,000 likes, I would appreciate you. We are so close. Sorry, I had a side conversation with my red platform viewers. Good morning, guys. I appreciate y'all being in here. We are watching the micro NASDAQ. This is a futures contract, so they do expire in about a month. Highly volatile, but very fun to watch. And when you can get it to be a part of it, it is a fun process. Something that I think that everyone should try to learn how to do. Spend time to find and work out what your edge is, and realize that anyone can do this. This is for everyone. We are blessed to be able to take part in these moments. Okay, so something that I was tape reading before is we have hit the first presented fair value gap, and I want to see that reaction. And right now we are getting a reaction, right? We just took a previous swing high, or swing low. The high of this swing low. So we could get a potential change in the state of delivery. We reached down into a discount. We are inside of a macro. All the boxes are checking. Ooh. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. It has been a great morning. All right, and we got an immediate reversal. I mean, look at that drop this morning. Isn't that crazy, guys? Good morning, Simply Sugar. I just now saw you come in and you helped me get to 45K. Hey, Aunt Frankly came in the house. Y'all, I appreciate your daily heart needs. Wow, I feel the love. I was sitting here like, good morning, everyone. No one. Good morning. Thank you for those. It's cone. It's cone. So we're vibing, we're chilling, we're watching the charts. You know how it is. It is Take Read It Tuesday. Thank you for the Go Populars. So far we were watching that drop. We were pulling down to previous day's first presented fair value gap, and we're seeing a reaction from that position now. If that's a fake out, 100% could be. Let me monitor something. Yeah, it could be a definite fake out. I am not liking it, guys. I'm not liking that. Yeah, I kind of want to see it drop a little bit lower, checking out the low of the first presented fair value gap, to be honest. Down here. Get your eyes down, babe. It could go up. Don't get me wrong, but what has been the vibe all morning? It's a dropping. That's alright. I appreciate you. Man, I need to go to the bank too. Um, since I've moved, I have a bank here in town, but I haven't used that bank in over a year, and so I'm gonna have to switch back to it because I appreciate you, man. But the bank that I currently have is an hour drive away to be able to deposit money in there. I mean, I could do like a transfer or something like that, but I'm just gonna close it. And I guess I should probably do that today. Yeah, I'll probably do that today. Thanks for saying something, because I be putting stuff off and I get on TikTok and I go to all y'all's lives. But I think I need to take care of myself today. How funny, guys. We were at 456. Well, we were at 456 likes. Thank you so much for smashing through that 45,000 like. I appreciate that. The love. There was a hot minute there. I was like, hey guys, can you help me get to 45? We were 200 away. Bruh, y'all done got me over 1,000 likes since then. Oh, I see. Yeah, man, Texas is such a big state. Like, I know you know that, but when you're living here, you better get used to driving. Okay, especially if you're in a move or something and going from point A to point B, and you gonna be driving a lot. And see, I need to set up PayPal. I still haven't done that. And Franklin, I'm also checking out the GQ, and I've been checking out other what's it called? Agencies, just to make sure that I'm getting the information. You know what I mean? So I've been doing the research. Good morning, Kenda. Now, why are we seeing two? You're live somewhere else. You trying to see if I got a bunch of viewers in here. I ain't battling. Not battling. The only thing I'm battling this morning is the market. And so far I am winning. Let's see, of course, do your DD, but we aren't number one for... Yeah, that's what I've heard. And so, I mean, exactly, I'm going to do some of that researching and, you know, check it out. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I've never been out of the United States of America, but I bet Peruvian peoples are awesome. Guys, I'm going to switch the camera around. We are less than 30 minutes away from my ending time. Right, I have my rules of engagement on the marketplace, and so far, I mean, it's been offering some both sides, right? I pointed out that there was about a $300 trade I could have taken, and then a full profit $500 trade on the downside. So I did call those two out this morning, and so I feel accomplished. So we're at that point of it's 11 a.m. New York time. I have to go brush my teeth and get a thing before I go to run. All right, man. Again, I appreciate you being in here and helping me get to that 45K likes. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. My phone is about to die. No bueno. No bueno. Okay. As soon as I turn the camera around, it's going somewhere. But I don't trust it. It's been dropping. We're at a reversal point at 11:01. Yeah, I'm glad I turned the camera around. Don't you, brother? Always got support when I can. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Now I'm doing the same. Hey, are you gonna get access to again today? I guess. If I can and go live again. Let me know when you do. I thought you go in the morning. Okay, good. So, are you gonna go live here in a minute? Oh yeah, sorry, I am like all over the place. You've already said that. Brittany Woodall. Did she change her name? Yeah, she changed her name. Okay, yeah, I got you, bud. Um, like I said earlier, I think I'm gonna like take some time on my own today, like at least 2 hours, clean up shop, like clean up my area, wipe down everything, go do some laundry, um, take care of the mental state because it sucks to sit here and just talk. And I know I do it to myself, but on Tape Read Tuesday, it sucks to sit here and talk out trades that I know would pan out. And it's like leaving money on the table, but at the end of the day, it's such a good practice to sit here and say, hey, the market's going right here, I'm reading it, it's not going to go here because of this. It's such good practice for myself, so I'm winning today, guys. He is winning. He is winning at life. But it does suck to not take those trades, even though I know. I've taken one battle. I am on a winning streak, bud. I have a team that helps me out, but they are not on, so I'm not doing my battle. I'm going to try and maintain my streak. So maybe one day we can battle out. Are we friends? I guess we are. Yeah, I'm going to try and maintain a winning streak up to at least 5 wins. So these are going to be, we're going to take time. Yeah, practice makes perfect, and that's what I'm doing with Tuesdays. Just, talking it out for myself, and y'all just get to be a part of it and learn what the process is. Because at the end of the day, I could have engaged, I could have lost money, I could have made money, but either way, I'm winning because I'm getting that experience and practice in. So, yes, sir. So, I bet Kenda already left. Yep. Nope, he's still up in here. So, yeah, after my 5th battle, I wouldn't mind. Because at that point, I may lose my streak. I'm working with some buddies, and I may let them win. So it might mess up my streak, but at this moment, I am not in it, man. I apologize. But eventually, I got your back, Jack. But I really want to hit that 5 streak. You know what I mean? I don't know why. That's my goal. GOAL. So, yep. I'm gonna turn off the charts. Because I'm not going to engage, I don't believe. I mean, my rules say that I still have 25 minutes from right now that I could engage, but you got to maintain, because a win is a win. Yes, sir. Okay. I appreciate that encouragement. That's what I'm wanting to do. I think it would make me feel good, and then I don't care after that point. I just want to have a streak of 5, and then from that point, do the farming on me. You know what I mean? Get you some what's it called? What is it called? Boosters? Excuse me. Like the mist and all that stuff. Like I'm down with that later, because at the end of the day, I only really want to battle on the weekends. I did my first one last night because I was made to. Hey, loudmouth. Are you? No, I guess you already burned out. Caveman crypto. Y'all, I'm in some crypto right now. I don't like crypto. Crypto is not where it's at. They lie like a dog. If anyone's telling you something like, hey, you gotta go get in it now while it's cheap and da-da-da-da, that is so scammy to me. That's when, do your own research. I'm gonna lift up my desk. I need to stand. We gonna put my camera. Sorry guys, I'm adjusting. I need to stand. Let me put you up, y'all. Oh, I still have that cabinet open. That's all my books of notes and whatnot. So this is all my trading notes. You have to have a lot built up in your knowledge base, right? All right. Oh, we are at 5%. I'm gonna let my phone die, and that'll take me off of stream. Sound good to y'all? All right, we standing. I've never done this. Kind of like it. So far, exactly what I want to see from the market. So that tells me in my brain, and I'm journaling out loud, that tells me in my brain that what I'm looking for in the marketplace as far as that first presented fair value gap has paid again. It is paying me, okay? And so it even locks in my future engagements even more, knowing that this is something that provides and repeats and is... ooh, I need to get my hands off the thing. It repeats, so that means that I can define that as my edge, right? And I am on the hunt every day for locking in and understanding my edge to a full extent. So what I do is I find the first inefficiency from 9:31 to 10 a.m. on a 1 minute chart. Okay, so I'm just breaking this down for you and myself. What I do is I go from that 9:31 to 10 a.m. and I find that first inefficiency and that first fair value gap. Whenever it presents itself, I will extend that out for at least a week. Really, I do 10 days. And then I understand that price wants to gravitate back to that position. What we saw today is an example of it returning back into yesterday's first presented fair value gap from today's first presented fair value gap. So that's a good, I'm going to just say 340 down to 140. That's 200 points times 2 on one contract. Bye, Mr. Franklin. I will see you later on your live. So what I see is that 200 point drop times 2 on one contract is $400. That's a good freaking payday, bud. All right, take it easy, man. I'm not mad about it. Hey, and the live is gone. I appreciate y'all watching. My one viewer. We are here on our 11:10. It is market closing up for a little bit for our lunchtime, and he is taking a lunch break today. No trades, but that's all right. Today was Tape Read It Tuesday. We have built some logic inside of our heads on what I expect to see from the marketplace, and I'm continuing to monitor those things, right? So far, I'm locking in on my first presented fair value gap understanding, and it's been paying, man. It has not been bad. So moving forward, I'm going to take it back one step. This return back into this first presented fair value gap would be something that I'd want to see, to be honest, right? It left it a little abruptly. So I would want to see it want to come back down and retest some of that and look at what we're doing. So I'm going to respect my boundaries and understand that I am not going to engage. I do see that the magical power of the first presented fair value gap. So I hope that some of my explaining helped you understand that better. I know it worked for me. So anyway, I hope that y'all have a great Tuesday and enjoyed it.